What's up?
Alright, your boy sent me a trade. Let me tell you
We
what
live.
the trade is.
Go ahead.
Alright, so this is a trade. He's sending me Hank Dale, Gus Edwards, Alan Lazard, Quincy Williams, linebacker from New York Jets.
Wait a minute. Nah, that's not finna be your out. You're not finna tell Joe, and then Joe gonna react, and then you gonna be like, I don't know, man. I feel like you're getting over me. Everybody I gave you is people you asked for. So don't do that. Just accept the trade. Like you say you've been meaning to accept it all day. You said when you got home, you was gonna accept it. You home now? Accept that trade.
You ain't even let me finish explaining what I'm saying.
I don't need that. I will kick Joe from this party, cancel the show for indefinitely till you accept that trade. Accept the trade.
Ask me for.
Cause he's looking for an out. He don't want to do it, but he really do.
I'm not looking for an out.
Keep your word. That's what you need to do. Keep your word.
I'm just asking Joe for his thoughts.
Joe thoughts ain't got nothing to do with you and my trade. Man, do the trade. Do the trade.
You see this? You see this, Joe? You see this?
I do see this.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Dude, Joe, I got a link on that somebody want to trade me a nice running back, and all he wants a running back and a receiver.
A little throwaway running back and receiver.
It's one of Tennessee's running backs.
Oh, Pollard.
Either him or the other one.
I'm trying to figure out why you ain't accepting the trade. You said you're gonna do multiple times. You're a liar, Gabe. You tell lies. That's what it is. And you try to say, nah, I ain't do that. I didn't say that. You know what's crazy, Joe? He's gonna present this trade to you and not give you all the context. He's not gonna tell you. He told me he needed somebody from my. He came to me. Second off, what is that?
Joe, he won't even let me finish.
That's crazy.
Gentlemen.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Baby,
The OG.
What's going on, gentlemen?
That's way too
The
loud.
OG is in the house.
That's way too loud.
The OG is in the house.
Gotta fix that.
What's good, fellas? What's good? It's been
Ladies
a
and
minute.
gentlemen, we can start the show now. The OG, the real man is in the house.
Double M.
You ain't talking about nothing till you accept that trade.
I'm talking to Double M first. Mr. Double M, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
for you.
Look, let me start. All right, wait. Let me start the show then, because I'm not gonna be up all night. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna be up all night.
Oh, can I crack a joke?
No,
What you gotta do?
I got an empire to build. That's what I got to do. Yeah, your joke not so funny now. Yeah. I got stuff to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's an inside joke. That's an inside joke for everybody around.
Wow.
Inside joke.
Who would have knew? Man, let me start this show.
All you gotta do is look at his second podcast and you understand the joke.
Second podcast. What are you talking about?
Your second fantasy league. And you'll understand the joke because you'll see the name of his team.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Mr. Double M, there's a
sir.
wide receiver that you got off waivers that I'm looking to get from you.
Uh-huh.
Are you interested in trading him?
For J.K. Dobbins.
What? Ooh.
That would go a lot. Can I start? Can I start?
I told your son, Mr. Man is
Yes,
gonna
sir.
ask for a hefty return for that play.
You know what? He wouldn't have said that if you did the trade that you supposed to do with me first. Then you could have.
First of all, I didn't say I'm not gonna do that trade.
I know you're not gonna do it.
I didn't say I was gonna do it.
I know you're not gonna do it because you would have did it by now. Well, look, Thursday night football is tomorrow. Man, people have to set their lineups. You playing around?
I'm not.
Nah, I'll trade with you when you get Tank Dale.
You want him for that one?
Yeah.
Like straight up.
Who's the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
What other running backs you got?
I got Ford and I got Kareem Hunt.
There's no way we doing this, and I'm already said we live. We just
And
on
Jamal
YouTube.
Williams.
We just on YouTube talking.
What about Williams then?
Jameson.
Yeah.
He promised him to trade to your son. That's the problem. You have to talk to him.
No, we not doing that. You go give me who I'm asking for.
I just told your dad that. What are you talking about?
You're gonna do the trade, Gabriel. You're gonna do the trade that
your
I
dad.
sent you. The trade that I sent you that we already figured out. You think Daddy don't know what's going on? You think he ain't already informed? You try to pull strings, and I am the puppet master. So I don't, we don't need to do all that. Just accept that trade, vote on it. Let me push it through when we have enough votes within the hour, and then you go will and deal how you see fit. Other than that, you better make an enemy out of me.
I'm sorry, man. You cannot push me. I'm going to accept the trade.
You not? No, you're not. You would have been. You would have been
I
dead.
have until September the 20th at 11:19 to accept this trade.
Let me tell you something.
So you cannot rush me.
Let me tell you something. You got to the end of this show. You got to the end of this show to accept that trade.
Or what?
Or it's just off.
I don't think so.
Try me.
I don't think so.
Try me.
You want these players. You want these players.
No, you want my players. I average 140 a week. I can win with what I got, big dog. I'm undefeated. And I can beat your team, man. I can beat your team right now. I can beat your team right now. In 2 weeks, we gonna play, and I'm gonna beat you. And it don't matter if I got your players or the players I got right now. I'm good. You came to me. You not finna flip it around. That's not how negotiations work. You said you need Gus Edwards. For what? I don't know. But you need him per your words. So if you want him, pay the price.
I don't know why he is sitting up here making up such a wretched story, but okay.
Oh, wow. Is that just another one of your lies? You lied your teeth. It don't matter.
What you doing right now? Talking about say I came and you asking for Gus Edwards. I said, do you want Gus Edwards? You said no. I said, let's make a trade for him.
And then as the conversation progressed, and you went back and forth, you called me. You called me late at night. He was like,
I don't recall. Nah, don't remember that.
Hey, I've been good friends with Gabe for a long time. Hey, everybody, whenever Gabe says he don't recall, hey, that's a lie, buddy. Because if he don't remember something, he just gonna say he don't remember. Gabe think we walk around in a court of law. So when he say he don't recall, that just bailed him out. When everybody know you lying. So look, we all know you at this point, big dog. That's why I know it's bull job till I see otherwise. But I'm not finna do this charade with you because I can go trade with anybody. You know I trade with the best of them. So don't do that. Don't do that. You can give me my trade because we've been talking about it since Saturday. I'm not finna talk with you all day about this. All day and night. We going back and forth. No, Joe, no.
Hey,
We
have
live.
you even started the show yet, bro? Just start the show.
No, it's fantasy time. It's fantasy time.
That's why I got on. I thought you was doing a show.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
This is the show. This is the show.
Rating.
This is the show right here. Gabe is all the show we need. You got
You
to.
won't even let me finish my trade to speak of the trade to Joe.
I'll tell you what, Gabe. 10 p.m. That's it.
Okay, hour and a half. Gotcha.
All right, everybody. If you're tuning in with us, is anybody watching this? I don't even know. Is anybody watching this? Ain't nobody watching this. Anyway. Wait, let me put it in. Let me put it in it. Let me put it in the chat. Let me share it and put it in the chat.
What's that? That's so scary. Somebody please help me.
Oh, Something is scary and somebody needs help.
Talking so good, man.
Okay. Alright. Y'all was good, everybody. Man, look, we ain't got everything set up, so this is still sports talk. I don't care. Welcome back to another episode of Sports Talk and everything in between. I am T. I got Joe, Double M, and Gabe with me. We gonna get right into the show because we've been live for who knows how long already. Y'all been here or y'all haven't been here. I don't really care. I'm trying to get straight into it. Everybody, starting with you, Double M, since you here. Let's talk fantasy. Let's talk. First and foremost, how's everybody doing? Double M, I give you the flow.
All right, good.
Uh-oh.
We'll bounce back.
Small setback for a big comeback.
Starting this week.
Uh-oh. Who you got this week, Double L?
AJ.
Well.
Wearing off against the man himself.
Wow. Well, with that, I guess I give Joe the flow. How are you doing in fantasy, Joe?
Oh, it's wicked. It's real wicked.
Oh, wait.
Not even just one league. Like across the board, it's wicked. It's I shake my head every time I gotta open the app. And that's all I can do. Because it ain't even like I've been having bad performances. It's just, boy, I've been going against some real heavy hitters, man. Some real heavy hitters. I'm telling you, like 180, 150s, 160s, you name it. I'm losing to it.
That's tough.
Yeah, tough as it gets.
That's about as tough as it gets. That is about as tough as it gets. Gabe, now we mainly refining it to the podcast league, but I know you a couple people here in multiple leagues. Gabe, go ahead, tell me what's going on in your world of fantasy, other than lies, and vitriol, and misconception.
Charade.
Charades is a good one. Charades.
First and foremost, man, I understand that you are very adamant about this trade because I'm scared about what's about to happen. That you about to take a loss in 2 weeks. That's why you are pushing me in this trade.
If you say so, buddy. If you say so, buddy.
I mean, we got you on live voice recording. You're scared, man. It's okay to be scared, though.
Ain't nobody scared.
I'm 2-0. I'm 2-0 in the best division in the podcast league.
That's not true.
Don't get it twisted, boss.
That's not true.
My division is made up of all the winners from last year.
But guess what?
But
guess what?
Ain't no guess. You crazy. It is what it is. I ain't got to guess. I ain't got to guess.
You got somebody in your division that's 0-2, big dog. No shade.
I'm weighing it down. I am weighing it down. Not gonna lie to you. I'm weighing us down right now, Gabe.
We going by what you did last year. You're a winner.
We not going by what we did last year. As soon as this year started, it ain't what have you done. It's what have you done for me lately. And 2 weeks in, you don't have the most winningest division in the league. As a matter of fact, it happens to be yours truly. It happens to be our division. It happened to be the Mulligan division.
And
that is the most winningest division, big dog.
Who won their division last year. So don't hate. Congratulate. Yeah.
That's all right, Gabe. I stand by what I said. I got you at 5 wins max. You almost halfway to your quota.
Oh.
I'll let you believe that, but you're scared. That's why
you can't let me believe that. This is my thoughts. This is my world. But you gonna tell the people? You said you're undefeated. You said you're undefeated, and I mean, look.
Not my fault. I'm the one going around forcing trades. You are.
I'm not forcing trades. I'm not forcing trades. I'm just nah. This is what it is. It ain't about the trades. It's the principle of what you said.
I'm stopping the trade in an hour and a half, man.
First and foremost, all right. Now you're gonna make me expose you. This is what's going on in the fantasy world for me. First and foremost, I am undefeated. Got the third highest average in the league of this wonderful 16-team league that we got, which means that not only am I winning, I'm putting up points. It don't matter if somebody have a good day, a bad day. I'm putting up points every time. Yes, sir. Second off, I don't know. It's just something about trade etiquette and something about honor and your word meaning something. It means something to some folks. It don't mean something to others. I'll tell y'all about a quick little story that I think y'all might find entertaining. I get a call Saturday. It's like, hey, I need Gus Edwards. That's the first thing out his mouth. No hello, how you doing? Are you okay? None of that. I need Gus Edwards. I said, whoa, you said you wasn't trading with the mans. That's what I said to the individual. He said, yeah, I don't care about none of that. I need Gus Edwards. Okay. What you want for him? What do you want? I look. I'm like, yo, let me get Jerome Ford. He says, nah, I can't have both of the Chargers receivers. You have to pick somebody else. I said, well, I'm not going to have no backup. He offered a receiver, I think. Yeah, that's what he was. He offered Jamison Williams, who we had on the bench. I'm over here thinking I wasn't even going to ask for that because ain't no way he would give up his man, which means that he really need Gus Edwards for this play that he trying to run. He probably got something up his sleeve. I taught him how to play fantasy. That's what I would do, so I can only assume that's what he would do. So I'm like, oh, okay. It ain't about Gus Edwards. It's about what Gus Edwards means. Yeah, we can do Jamison Williams straight up. He agreed to that. Next thing you know, he want more stuff. He want more stuff. So we go back and forth. We figure it out. And then there's a caveat to the trade that he presented Sunday. This was Saturday. We moved to Sunday. Sunday, he tells me, look, man, I need to know that you're serious about this trade. I said, sir, you're the only one that flake on trades. I'm serious. I done already said it. All you got to do is accept it. He said, no, I'm telling you, I need to make sure that you're serious because I'm just waiting on waivers to clear. If I can get one person from waivers, as soon as it's on waivers, I'm going to accept it. I said, waivers hit 3 o'clock in the morning. I call you 3 o'clock in the morning. You going to hit it? Yes, that's what he said. That was his word. Monday passes. I see some news about the Carolina Panthers. He won't tell me who the person is that he waiting on. Then he said, he let me know. And I'm like, yo, is it old buddy from Carolina? He like, yeah. Because I'm gonna give him props. Before they seated Bryce Young, he had told me that. It's the same way it was an indicator that he knew something. Just like when Drake put the Family Matters beat at the end of push-ups. He knew something already. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. That's super interesting. I give you props for that. How did you know he was gonna get sat down? He said, man, I just had a feeling. Hey, I give you props for your football knowledge. Now the pieces are starting to make sense. I'm like, okay. Now, waivers didn't go through Tuesday morning. It went through Wednesday morning. This morning, I called him. I stay up. I played Pal World until 3 o'clock in the morning. I called this individual. No answer. 7 o'clock, called him. No answer. By the time we talk, it's about 10, 11 a.m. I had to check the call log. This person tells me, okay, I kind of hit you with an okie doke. It wasn't necessarily, I told you it was the Carolina dude, but it was really the dude from the Chargers that I was waiting on. Okay, that's the first lie. Ring a ding ding. You can say you told a story. You can say, oh, I misled you. You lied. That's what it was. But it is what it is. And in these back and forths, come to find out, I'm casually talking. I'm like, yo, people gonna realize these defensive players are starting to be important, right? And I got 4 of them. You like, who you got? First name out my mouth. On the bench, I got Quincy Williams. Let me get him. What you want for him? Let me get Jerome Ford. Nah, I can't do Jerome Ford. Okay, all right, that's cool. What about DJ Moore? And we go back and forth, and it's a lot of names being exchanged, a lot of names, and eventually we nailed down one. All I'm waiting for is him to get home. We done double check, triple check, quadruple check, centuple checked this trade. Oh, my fault, man. I just gotta get home. He been on the road all day. He's a real journeyman, like Ryan Fitzpatrick. He traveling the country. Wait for him to get home. Now the show start. First thing out his mouth. Hey, Joe, I got a trade. I want to see what you don't. The only thing you need to be asking Joe about is, hey, can you vote uphold when I accept this trade? It ain't nothing else to talk about. We done talked for 5 days. It's almost been a week. So at this point, yeah, I'm irritated. I don't care about the people he got. Would it be cool? Yeah, I got some injuries. Hey, I got some injured folks. But injuries included, I didn't manage to do like Mike Tomlin and win games. Any means necessary. Hey, look, Baker got to go put up 30. Hey, it is what it is. Whatever it takes. So, just a little itty bitty story I thought y'all would find interesting. But we'll figure out how this saga ends. Cause I tell y'all what, one thing about it, you're not finna string me along. You're not finna string me along all day talking about some trades that eventually you ain't even gonna do. So, yeah, 10 o'clock.
I didn't interrupt him.
You did interrupt me because I wasn't finished. And I was almost finished. That's crazy.
Can I please make one statement? Joe, I got this.
I guess it was a rhetorical question because I definitely didn't answer.
The one for you. Joe.
Nobody answered. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So,
What's up,
Joe,
Jay?
at the end of the day, I appreciate his storytelling ability. I really do. But I'm not the one that sent the trade. He sent it to me. So how are you going to ask you about a trade? Send it to me. Wouldn't I send you the trade? If I wanted a specific player from you, yes, I would. That's how I trade.
That is the dumbest. That is the dumbest rebuttal I've ever heard. The fact
that you sit up here and try to make it seem like I came and gave you all these players, and we had this long, drawn-out conversation is very, very possibly fallible. So, I'm not the one going crazy over the trade. You are.
I got the call logs.
Just say I talked to you. It ain't recorded.
I ain't got no reason to lie. Are you calling me a liar? Is anything that I just said untrue?
Go
ahead and lie.
Kind of falsified statement.
What did I lie about?
A lot of them might be falsified statements, bro. Just saying.
What did I lie about? You can rebuttal it right now.
Call people lie. That's.
What did I lie about? If you're so sure, since you got your degree,
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it.
That should tell y'all everything y'all need to know.
First and foremost, the one thing he said that he continues to go around. If this said conversation did take place, obviously the waivers that he's talking about, so therefore this said trade would not go through. Just saying. If I did that. Just saying.
What? Man, bro, you got till 10 p.m. That's all I know. That's all I know. You came to me. It don't matter about who said it. You came to me. The only reason I would have to send is because you ain't got the password to your stuff. You can't do it on your phone. And you old. You don't know how to work technology. I don't care about none of that. Everybody see you trades, Gabe. What are we talking about? That's what I thought. Anyway.
What's next subject?
Anyway. Let me see.
Next subject.
Double M.
Yes.
In the new show, even though we're not at the new show, but in the new show, I told you we having a segment called Double M's Topics for days that you here or not here. But since you here, why don't you kick us off with your first topic and give us your opinion on it while me and Joe think.
You and Joe think.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
streaming
you
Rocket
heard
League.
that right. You heard that right.
We
I just got completely kicked out.
everybody, that was an inside
Well, you
joke.
know what?
That was an inside joke. We playing
You know
Rocket League.
what,
We
Gabe?
streaming Rocket League.
I would value your opinion on this because of your profession. My first topic is Tua's concussions. Do you all think he should retire? I do, because when you have one concussion, you're more susceptible to the others, and he needs to put his life ahead of football. He done got paid. I don't think he ought to play anymore.
Gabe,
What's your thoughts?
I give it to the medical professional first.
Okay, Gabe.
Unfortunately, I have to side with a lot of other people. It's his decision. Now, what I saw, he's probably going to be the first player that possibly expires or goes into a coma on the football field, which is going to be really bad for the NFL.
Well, he won't be the first.
Yeah, DeMar Hamlin took that. You're right.
I thought somebody
He
died
didn't
way back
expire,
when.
though.
Yeah, he didn't expire.
So if he inspired,
I would say this in the social media age, this would really not be good for the NFL. But I don't know how you tell a dude you can't play no more, and then you still have to pay him $165 million.
I think they only, if he retired, they have to only give him 127. I mean, but you know,
I'm saying if he says no, I'm not going to retire, and he forces their hand to tell him no, you can't play. That's where we at.
Gotcha.
Now, long story. Now, to get to my opinion, from what I've seen and his position and everything like that, if we was in the hospital, we tell him, man, you can't take another hit to your head. Another hit to your head could cost you your life. If he wasn't playing sports, if this is just something that happened and we saw it happening, he was in a car accident, something like that, the physician would say, you can't hit your head, we protect his head, we give him every instruction on how to protect himself and make sure that it doesn't happen again. Because a hit wasn't vicious. It wasn't even a hit. It's more like just a new. And there's no
Tua ran
equipment.
into him.
Exactly. And there's no equipment to protect from a concussion. If you think about it, which a very valid point was made, the helmet is made to protect the skull, not to protect the brain. So he already got some inflammation in his head right now. He's working against that right now already. You can just see the way it happened. And the problem is that if he really gets hit, like really gets hit one day, even if it's just a mistake, somebody going forward, they don't pay attention, they hit him, and he sees it up like that, and you see his hands go like that, and they invert inward, we gonna know something severe is happening. And they gonna do everything they can to keep that off TV, but you're not gonna be able to. But yeah, the advice would be you need to retire, but unfortunately, can't tell a grown man what to do. As long as you give him his options.
Gabe, I have a question, and I asked this when we was talking privately, but I don't think you got to look into it. So that type of season up that he does, like they call it like the fencing position and whatnot, and it happened in another combat sport like UFC, like the Ultimate Fighter or whatnot. So what is the difference between, like, if you know, like, what would be the difference between them going through that and Tua going through that? I don't really know how to ask what I'm trying to ask. Huh? You said what?
Just the popularity of the sport.
Gotcha.
I mean, you think
Not
about.
everybody watches injury.
I mean, think about Ali, all the licks he took, and the way he functioned when he got older. So I don't think it is a difference.
Gotcha. Joe, what you think Tua need to do? On my phone.
I was gonna say one thing for sure. If he do decide not to retire, he just got to stop playing the way he do. He ain't had no reason to do all that he did. Yeah. He didn't even have to be close to DeMar Hamlin. He could have been slid. He had the first down, and he knows at this point that he's susceptible to the concussions. So I don't know why he's leading with his head in the first place and putting himself in a compromising position. I wouldn't necessarily tell him to retire, but I would heavily caution him to play like he's aware that he's in a very compromising position.
Play like you don't want to die.
Start acting like you got your concussion away from being spoon-fed by others. Like, come on now.
Yeah, but the only way, Joe, that's gonna happen is his offensive line can't allow him to get no sacks, and that's not gonna happen.
Well, no, I mean, I'm thinking more about how this one happened, because this one was something he could have controlled. He didn't have to have this type of contact. He could have just not ran towards it, not tried to lower his shoulder or his head, and he could have just slid. So, like, going forward, that's what I would, if I was somebody in his corner, that's what I would encourage him to do, is to just understand that football is a situational game, and right now your situation is reducing the trauma to your head. So whenever you're in a position to do so, don't put yourself at risk.
Yeah, but I just admire Mike Tomlin, because when Ryan Clark was in that same situation with his spleen, and he brought all them doctors in to prove that he was ready, Tomlin stopped him and said, if you were my son, we wouldn't even have this discussion. And he would not let him play, because that man's life was at stake. You got to protect the player from themselves. If they let him go back out there, I get it, Gabe, his decision, but he ain't the coach. He ain't the owners. And if they put money in the NFL over his safety, it's something wrong with them.
Let me add something to further the conversation, because I feel like Joe made a good point, to be honest. Let me just throw a disclaimer out there. I think everybody on the podcast, like, as a collective, agree that, like, football not worth Tua life. So that's not even the discussion. When we talk about should he play, yeah, he probably shouldn't. But if it's a possibility that he can, there's a conversation in that. Like, Tua been in the league for how many years? Anybody know?
4 or 5.
What is it, 4?
4 or 5. Let's just say 4. Let's say it's 4, right? And granted, it don't look good if you got like an and one mixtape of you getting knocked out. Like, you got a compilation of knockouts. That's not good. It is pretty crazy. But
first few, definitely the offensive line fault.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. But outside of that, it ain't like every time Tua get hit, you know what I'm saying, he get concussed. So if you look at the amount of times Tua that got hit in 4 years, and he got, I don't know, 4 or 5 concussions, that's 4 or 5 too many. But it don't mean that, like, he can't play without getting concussed. This would never happen to Brady. Y'all go. Man, if you see somebody getting through the line, man, fall down and learn how to fall. Cause that first crazy concussion, like that super crazy one where his fingers was throwing up gang signs and he hit his head on the back of the turf, learn how to fall. Like, his head just snapped back on the turf. You can't break your fall with your hands or nothing like that. You just out there falling. He just like a video game. He just ragdoll when he get hit. And then this one last Thursday, bruh, you leading with the head. You was already past the first step. Learn how to slide. And if you don't, they got a good kicker. Like, y'all wasn't in no position to win the game. You playing hero ball and ain't even good enough to play hero ball. I don't get that. Like, he would have to learn. Like, people get hurt and it don't be they head and they learn to play around it. It's like he don't care. And it ain't like he doing amazing things. Like,
Man,
I think there exists a possibility that Tua can play football and this never happen again. But I think it's an ability issue. Yeah, it's a skill issue. I'm sorry. Get good.
Yeah, but I just imagine them playing the Steelers and TJ Watt.
that dude. Man, that ain't.
They playing the Browns and Myles Garrett hit that dude
with a helmet.
Even Dallas and Michael Parsons or that, I can't think of the other dude, hitting him. They not gonna hit him and hold him up. And a lot of them hits are coming from the blind side.
Okay, here's my question. Name me another quarterback that's out there getting concussed. Because Josh Allen getting hit more than anybody. And we don't see his noggin bouncing off the pavement like a basketball. Like, that ain't happening with everybody.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, his concussion started at Alabama, not the NFL.
So he been trash.
Yeah. That's why I said you're right. All of us agree that he shouldn't play. But I mean, if he was getting at it in college, them dudes are too big and strong, and it's gonna happen. It's inevitable.
Here's my thing.
Like I said,
I think that his reasoning, if he do keep playing, it's probably just that. The way y'all talking, Tua finna die tomorrow if he roll out of bed wrong. So, like, if the damage already done, man, roll this train till he go home. And I'm just being real, because that's what they life is. They life be football. That's probably why he continued playing the first time after everybody said, hey, yo, you finna die. If he ain't quit the first time, why would we think he finna quit this time?
Yeah, but sometimes somebody needs to step in and protect them from themselves.
Man,
that's my
think Gabe hit the nail on the head. That man grown. Man, what? I just got signed for 250 macaroons. I'm not going nowhere.
So you as a business owner, if you had an employee...
Oh, no, you asking me? Nah, get out.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay then. So
that's me though. I'm not up $1 billion either. Like that's different. That's totally different too. Who am I? I ain't nobody. Like,
then you saying money is more valuable than...
No, I'm saying that people that have obtained that amount of wealth, like what you have to do to obtain that amount of wealth, you lose some humanity in the process. You keep it a bean. Like, you just gonna keep it a bean. Like, at this point, like, stuff is just numbers to them. So if somebody came to them, if Tua came to them with like a guarantee, not even a guarantee, just being like, hey yo, you know what? Nah, I'm wilding, and made a case for it, and it made sense to them numbers wise. They're like, hey, we gave him this clause that he had to sign. We gave him a waiver form he had to sign. Like, hey yo, if you died, ain't our fault. Man, they gonna roll with that if they protect themselves. That's just what it is. Man, we gonna talk about what it should be or what it is.
I mean, it's been...
I think that they need to bitch Justin Fields, but is it happening? No.
What were you saying, Double M?
I said it's been elite players that have walked away before all those injuries. It wasn't about money to them. It was about their health. Bear Sanders walked away and could have still been playing.
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson walked away. Megatron walked away.
Yeah, it was losing too.
It doesn't matter. He could have got money. And they walked away.
It's me,
A lot of
me.
a lot of it is different people, different circumstances. If you know you just gonna be hitting your head into a wall
Yeah.
for 30 million just to lose,
And
I mean,
yeah, nah, we not doing that.
you might want to fumble that quicker than you would being paid like Tua is to potentially compete for something that all players covet since they started playing the sport.
And then I think it's one element that you overlooking, and I tried to touch on. Like, also, this is life, this is passion. Some people, that is what's important. It might not even be money. It might be for him, man. I'm a quarterback in the NFL. I've worked my life to get here. I die on this field. It is what it is. Some people feel like that. Like, that's legitimate. Yeah. And in every example you gave, from Ryan Clark to Megatron to Barry Sanders, none of them dudes quarterbacks.
It doesn't matter. I mean, at some point, somebody needs to step in and say, no. I'm with Gabe. If that happens, that's bad on the NFL.
That's interesting.
And they're going to lose a lot more money if that happens than making Tua retire or putting him as a backup.
Somebody always got to step in. Who are these people? Somebody needs to step in with Ja Morant. Somebody needs to do this with. It's always somebody need to step in. Where are these big steppers at?
Well, I gave you one example, Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, and in that, I'm Big Mike T all day, but I don't know if that Ryan Clark story go the same if it was Ben.
I think it does, because I don't think he. No, I think he's straight down the line.
I do too, but we can't say.
Yeah, the people that step in though is the NFL itself. Those are the people. You have a brand, you have a product, you have investors. Now you have sponsors. Your responsibility to make that product stay as long as it can. You ain't finna build no money if a player freaking seasons up and dies on the field. Mar Hamlin, you survived that one. You're not going to survive Tua Tagovailoa dying on the field, especially when everybody has.
Joe, let him finish. Let him finish.
When everybody has every single hit he took, they're going to make a compilation of every single hit, and they're going to say, "Why didn't the NFL force him to retire?" You already got parents that don't want their kids to play. It's just facts of math. And it's the people that's the color of the palm of your hand, not the back of your hand. They getting more and more like, nah, my kid's not playing. Because they got no common sense. But it's the ones that, hey, man, we just got to get out. We got to get out. And they go play, and they put themselves in a bad situation. Those are the people that got to make the decision.
If Tua down the field, you think there's no more professional football in America?
Did I say that?
Yeah, I'm asking. Football.
I'm asking.
It's going to be football, but it's going to take a hit. I can tell you that.
Here's my thing.
It's going to take a hit.
I believe if what y'all saying was factual, they would have made him retire the second or the third time. I think they would have been done already. That's just my thing. I'm not saying I agree with it. At this point, we just having a conversation. Like I said, at some point, we got to talk about the difference between what should happen and what is.
It's not over, man. Right now, you got a full season ahead of you. You literally can string Tua along into the summertime. You can pay your neurologist and his neurologist whatever you got to pay them to say he need to sit for a while. And we'll figure this out in the off season when everybody ain't paying attention. You don't just force the dude to retire when everybody's paying attention to the situation. You wait till this stuff die down. People got new Super Bowl. Maybe the Chiefs can repeat it 3 times, or somebody like the Chiefs. You got all these other storylines you can work with, and then you can quietly come in and say, "Hey, Tua is retiring," and then you go on by your business.
Let me ask you something.
They could put him on IR.
Exactly.
Is Tua the reason I keep seeing Taylor Swift on my TV? Because if he is, he need to go and get somewhere.
What are you talking about?
You said that they can distract him, and it seemed like the conspiracy might be true. I'm just validating your argument. Why do we keep seeing her? What are they trying to distract us from? See, now you got me thinking PR. You got me thinking all of this stuff.
They doing Taylor Swift because they trying to get all the female girls to watch football too. Please, folks ain't dumb. Taylor Swift freaking brings in $1 billion everywhere she goes.
If y'all two are y'all quitting,
trying to get that?
That's how we can end this. If y'all two are y'all quitting,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going and say, look, how much money am I gonna get if I quit? If I retire?
Joe. You said
I got it. I got it. Because me personally, I'm not getting 3 concussions in a row. But if I'm into a situation, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta get up out of here.
I think this is the other reason I was able to argue this that long. It was me. I'm gonna be honest with you. See, somebody like me, I love the game. You feel me?
What a hustle!
What a hustle!
Don't worry. Now you have enough money to pay somebody to come wipe your mouth. So that's all you doing after you get the next one.
But you know what?
My only thing, Gabe, I say this, I'll be done with it. My only thing is when you was making, your argument about DeMar and everything, and about them making Tua retire if they wanted to, like as far as Tua dying on the field would really hurt them and their brand. I've watched DeMar Hamlin down the field for months, and he came back and still played, and they continued to
put a spotlight on him. It had everybody wearing number 3.
Hey, he got popped, but he is still doing what they said he would never be able to do.
See, football is safe. That's basically what they doing.
See, Tua going through the same type of dilemma. Like they go through near-death experiences on the field, and they embrace that. Like it wouldn't ruin anything for Tua to go down like that. It'd be another thing they could point to and the spotlight to bring attention to the sport, and they probably enforce some new health safety protocols, maybe ban a couple tackles, but it ain't gonna hurt no franchise or nothing like that.
Yeah,
remember what you just said, man?
They own the damn week.
Let me rebuttal as a heart patient. They have treatments and things like that DeMar Hamlin probably went through that enabled him to play.
Yep.
Like what they did for me, I'm able to walk around and do things I couldn't do at first.
Yep.
When it's a can't even say it, injury like that. Yeah,
I got you.
When it's that type of injury, there's nothing that they have found that could help a person with that.
No, we don't know how swole his brain is right now, man. Like, here's the thing, man. Like, okay, if you go back and you see that fencing position he did on the field, he takes a severe hit. If you look up the corticate, if he does that on the field, man, you don't come back from that. You do not come back from that. He's literally, this is why it's so severe. He's showing signs of posturing that people do not come back from. There are patients, when doctors walk in, they see patients doing that inverted, and look it up, all our people that's listening. Doctors walk in, they see a patient doing the corticate syndrome, it's over with. All you can do is cut their skull, try to decrease the swelling, give them some mannitol, and hopefully that it'll decrease the swelling. And that's it. And most of the patients, the percentage of you coming back from that fully functioning is extremely low.
So is that, you talking about that with his most recent concussion or like the last couple?
Yes, like he was showing that he's about to go to the corticate with his most recent concussion. Like
So this one looked different than the last one.
I hate that they saying fencing. That is not fencing. He's on the process of doing the corticate.
That's what I was asking you earlier, Gabe. What was the difference between that and the fencing position? Like I thought he was fencing.
No, fencing is a nice way of putting it. No, he's the corticate. Is so what he's doing.
He ain't fencing. He got a pocket for the course.
He already has a brain injury. He's just making it worse now. That's what's going on.
I mean, Gabe, I really hate when I can't argue with you, but you do put on that lab coat. Can't argue with you. But if they had me in that locker room, they had me in that locker room. Look them dead in their face. Man, look, if I die, I die. We live by the ball. We die by the ball. It is what it is. And let me make it evidently clear. Let me make it evidently clear. Let me finish. Dang! That joke cut me off. I'm trying to finish my point. I am not joking either. I'm just keeping it a bean. I'm not joking. If I was him, I'm not quitting. You telling me all this stuff, bro, it is what it is. I'm just gonna be real with you. Cause the way I see it, okay, from everything you telling me, it's already game over. Like he already messed up. It is what it is. So I'm finna just ride this gravy train on. It is what it is.
Go ahead, double M.
Cause I think you're missing the part where like I'm trying to think about like what Tua might be thinking about. Everybody's saying, oh yeah, it's easy when you ain't wearing the boots. Man, a lot of these football players, majority of them, when they leave the league, they either go broke or like they be mad depressed because they don't know what to do with their life. Like that's why a lot of them hold on. If Tua really cared about his life like Luke Kuechly or any of them other dudes, like he would have been left out the first up. Dang, he would have looked at that tape. Dang, that's me. Like he would have quit. That is what it is. After the second one, the third, we 4 noggin knockers in. Don't nothing about that tell me he finna quit.
First
and
all,
all I'm saying is,
that's the first one.
You said what?
He ain't our color, so we can't apply that.
That ain't got nothing to do with it, man.
Yes, everybody that you named broke is our color.
They don't know what color we is. We don't show our face. We don't know. My name Trick.
You keep giving us our government name. They hard.
You know, the only thing I'm not going to debate you about what Tua may be thinking. Mm-hmm. That's not the angle I'm coming from. Mm-hmm. I'm coming from the angle of ownership.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what Tua want to do. He don't own the team.
And my rebuttal to that double M is they should have been dead it already. Why would they not do it now?
I agree. But like Gabe said, it was more serious this time, which is why people have been debating about it. And if it's about the money and he don't want to retire, put him on IR. And take care of it in the off season, like Gabe said.
You gotta do what you said, man. W. You gotta be the coach. Gotta say, no, he's not going to play this year. You just not. He's just not, man.
Yep.
He's on IR now, ain't he?
No, I don't think he is on IR.
Yeah, I got reports that.
Yeah, I think they put him on IR.
Okay, so I mean, end the discussion then. They did the right thing. You gotta let this die down, man. You can't put that man out there this year. Because think about it. How many people said he needed to retire last year? Very few. Even after he had the concussion, they was like, he gotta learn how to slide, he need to protect himself. This one right here, everybody, every talk show was saying, should he retire? Because they understood that hit, that response to that hit he did, that ain't natural. And those people that talk to enough neurologists know they can't say it, but they like, dude already got a brain injury. Y'all gonna put him out there. Joe, Double M made a great point. DeMar Hamlin, they got strides they made in cardiac. He had cardiac arrest. There ain't nothing you can do for neurology, boss. It just ain't. You just hope the swelling go down and that you return back to your form. You can't let that dude go on a coma on the field. You just ain't.
So real quick, Gabe. So they figured out exactly what happened to make him go into random cardiac arrest like that on the field?
Yeah, you really can. Because it's cardiac arrest is one of two things, man. It's either you got an electrical issue or you got a pumping issue. It's literally one of two things. That's all it is. And they got enough tests to know they can pinpoint where your electrical issues are, and they can go in and bypass it or delete it or destroy it.
That is Sports Science with Gabe, everybody.
But then the Roger stuff off. You can't. You just like we mapping and we hoping.
I got you. I had never fully heard if they had figured out what had caused him to go into cardiac arrest on the field. So I wasn't sure what the conclusion of that was. But you say that's what it was, I'm with you.
Man, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk gonna put the chip into a brain. Like, yo, you good now. Don't even worry about it.
You at the next topic.
They gonna be playing him like Madden. That's what it's going. It's going virtual. AI's taking over everything. Double M, what's the next topic?
Steelers are 2-0. You think they'll win the division?
You say yes, I say yes. Joe and Gabe say no. Next. Like, what are we talking about? That's the topic you just like come on, man.
I like to hear their opinion.
Shoot, I got a counter question to that topic. Y'all gonna stick with Justin or y'all throwing Russell back out there?
Please
What's going
don't.
on?
Please don't.
What's going on?
No, because that calf injury is lingering. And so with him being an older player,
On Russell?
Yeah. That's from what some of the players be saying that have had it, you can't just come back from that.
Man, let him go out and field and pop it. Please. Like, let me see George Pickens catch a touchdown first. Then we can go to Justin. Like, come on, yo.
You not rocking with Fields, bro?
Bro, no! Like, no! Chicago ruined it. I'm sorry, Gabe. They did.
Really? You just had to throw me in there, huh?
That's your team. That's your team. They ruined them like they did Mitchell Trubisky, and they ruined them like they finna do Caleb Williams. They ruined quarterbacks. It's a terrible franchise for quarterbacks. It's a terrible franchise. My bad, Gabe.
Yeah, Caleb going through it. Not gonna lie to you, boy. He going through it. Golly. I was forced to sit down and watch that Bears and who would they play?
Houston.
Yeah, that Bears and Houston game. Oh my God, he was fighting for his life.
Did I not call it though last week? Did I not call that last week on the show?
Call what?
Call what?
That.
Hello. You
That what?
Yeah, sorry, hit the road. That what's about to happen? That the whole people that set that up finna not get credit for a championship. It's finna be a Steve Kerr situation in Chicago. It's about to. I guarantee it's gonna be.
I'm confused.
This year,
what
I'm saying
what do you mean?
is it's a bunch of the back of our hand color in charge. Next year, it's gonna be the palm of my hand color in charge. And they already got the defense. They already got the receivers. And all they got to do is perfect the quarterback. And guess what? All the people here now get fired. And it's going to be a Steve Kerr situation in Chicago. Watch and see.
A Steve Kerr situation?
He's saying that they're going to fire everybody. He's going to step in. It's going to be a different palm color to step in and seemingly right the ship, but he's just going to be stepping into a good situation once they get rid of everybody.
Gabe, if you're going to be racist on the show, just be openly racist. I don't want to play the code. So you saying it's some African Americans.
There's some African Americans
in charge, and they finna lose their job because Caleb Williams playing bad.
No, he ain't playing bad.
He is.
No. They don't have an offensive line. Does not play that game.
Okay, here's my question, Gabe, and I'm usually not on this side of the fence, but I'm just gonna keep it a bean. It's time to keep it a bean. If the problem wasn't them, wouldn't the problem be fixed?
No. Because when they tried to fix the problem, they started in the wrong place.
Yep, 100%. Thank you, Joe.
They tried to fix the problem by bringing in star wide receivers and drafting a first round wide receiver.
Well. Flashy and loud, huh?
Joe just made a good point. Why would you bring? You had DJ Moore.
He muted himself again.
You said you had DJ Moore, and then you went quiet.
They had DJ Moore. They had other quality receivers that were veterans they could have brought in. Why you drafting a Doomsday? That was the stupidest draft that they could have picked. I'm sorry.
So that was a bad choice by...
Yeah, that was a stupid draft.
Okay,
I
then.
don't even get that.
Y'all hear the passion in which he talked about his Bears team?
At the end of the day, Taylor Williams should have been drafted, and you should have said, we got to get this boy a tackle. So are we finna trade for a tackle? Okay, a tackle really ain't worth the 5th position right now, or 4th, for whatever position or Doomsday came through. You trade down, you let somebody else get up there, and then you go get the tackle at the position you want. But don't be stupid to go get a wide receiver. Dude ain't even did nothing. What the Doomsday do? What the Doomsday done did since he been there?
He hurt himself. That's what he did.
Oh, man, exactly. Oh, Caleb can't throw it to him. Caleb can't throw because he ain't got nobody blocking for him. And I understand quarterbacks set up the line, but you still need talent. I don't care how you set up the line. You still need talent. At the end of the day, you still need talent.
Man, it's so tough hearing Bears fans talk about their team. They've been going through it for so long.
Yeah, it's even funnier for me. Because, like, I'm listening, but I'm also laughing, like, really hard on the inside.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
I really, really hate that for that boy Caleb, but he got the wrong colors on. Gotta hate on him. Yeah, but he's going to suck for the next year or so. He's going to be looking like Justin Fields until they put somebody there to protect him.
My thing is, if you was gonna get all that talent, why you didn't just keep Justin Fields? Everything about what you saying just sound like the people that's finna lose their job need to lose their job.
They should. Why you think everybody wanted Justin Fields? Because the players couldn't come out and say the dude ain't got nobody blocking for him. He just ain't.
But everybody that's in a decision making position knew that though.
Yeah, no. People in decision-making position ain't finna fight themselves. They just not. What CEO you know, minus a scandal or a major issue goes?
I'm finna say you gotta fix that.
Yeah. Oh,
I had Papa John on the tip of my tongue.
No, I said, I need to fire myself because, I kind of made a bad decision. Nah, if it ain't no life-altering, people finna be mad at you, the public eye hate what you doing or something like that, you ain't finna fire yourself. You finna keep on going, be collecting your check. And that's what they doing. And I hate it because now they making us look bad at the end of the day. They
not making me look bad.
Oh, they are making the eye.
Ain't nobody looking at me for them to make me look bad. So that's not true.
Okay.
That's
so,
not true.
So just like you just said,
we are not a monolith, okay? We're not a monolith.
Let me finish my point.
You don't let me finish mine?
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Hey, you mute folks all the
time. I ain't muted. You've been muting yourself, big dog.
Not yet. Hey, well, I don't know, man. I think you've been hitting that button since secret.
I haven't, because I got proof that I am playing Rocket League.
Yeah, okay.
Just go hit the link. I don't think you've ever seen the YouTube channel.
I have, man.
Oh yeah? How many times?
I actually have it on quite a bit, and I done pass it on to people to tell them to watch it when we get on.
Why they don't never click the link when you tell them to do it? You not tapped in?
Because you inconsistent.
Inconsistent? You don't even show up on time. Never. All right. Never mind.
I'm sorry. What time we supposed to start today? Okay, next subject.
You said you was running late, so I said we'll push it back to 8.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
I got proof though. I got proof. Like you said, you always want some proof. You always want some proof, big dog.
We want the proof. We were already.
Let's move on to the next topic because Gabe about 43 minutes to accept this trade.
Ooh, I'm scared.
You ain't gotta be scared.
My team's finna be destroyed because it didn't accept trade.
That's fine. Your team gonna be destroyed because you played me. And you talked all that big noise, and right now, like it's true about Joe, but you got somebody else in your division you need to worry about. That's why you trying to make trades. Because, oh my goodness, if Juice thump you twice and keep you out the playoffs, you ain't gonna hear the end of it either from her or from me. I don't care. Cause you talked all that cash money before the league started. You calling us, we at hospitals. You call, hey yo, tell Joe and May that it's going down.
See, right there's the lie. You call me.
Gabe, you've never called me? You've never called me?
No.
You never called me?
I called you at the hospital. No, you called me.
You have called me while I was at a hospital, Gabe.
No, did I call? Were y'all on the phone? He called me. Joe.
He did call you, Gabe. He did call you.
But he's adding context to my statement. I know what I meant when I said that. You didn't call me. You have called me while I was at a hospital, Gabe. Shut up. Double M. What is the next topic?
After Dallas thumping, do you think that they are done?
These are the 3 most double M topics I've ever heard of my life. Double M, I'm going to take you down to 2 topics because we're going to talk about the Steelers and the Cowboys every week at this rate. And somebody dying.
No, we're not.
Okay. All right, double M. Are the Cowboys season over? No, I think that the Saints are just better than what everybody assumed them to be.
A buzzsaw.
Yeah.
Buzzsaw right now.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody stop it. Don't matter who it is.
Double M, you came up with the topic. You think the Cowboy season is over?
Yep. But they've been saying that before the season started.
That it was over.
They still ain't fixed their problem, and that's their run defense. Derrick Henry gonna go wild Sunday.
Wish I could say I hope so, but I don't. I'm facing in a league.
What league is you facing them in?
I think it's either Love of Fantasy or the Random. If it's the Random, I don't care. I'm pretty solid there. I got no problems, no issues. But if it's the Love of Fantasy, I'd rather not take another loss. I'm not 0-2, but wait, I might be 0-2 in that league. It's been so ugly, y'all. It's been so ugly.
I told you
ugly
before.
with a good team.
I told you before the Love of Fantasy season started. That's probably my best league for sure. I tried to tell you I had a squad, Joe. And yeah, you only lost by a little, but I got a squad. Everybody gonna lose by a little.
No, I made a mistake that I wish I wouldn't have looked at it the day before because it was literally a last second decision. And of course it bit me. Of course it turned around and bit me. I should have left DK Metcalf in the lineup. But somebody was playing the Giants and I thought it was a great matchup. And I switched it out. I switched it out off impulse.
I know you would never.
Where it was at.
I know you would never say this, Joe. I know you would never say this, but it's okay. We can admit when you facing an opponent, how you're a little nervous, how you second guessing. I feel it. It happened to the best of us, really.
Why wouldn't I admit that whenever I'm facing somebody that's really good, that I would want to be nervous about making the right decision? That's not something that you should be embarrassed to admit. That's what it is.
You know what?
Make sure you're not making no mistakes.
For 2 seconds, I thought you was gay. My fault, gang. That's my fault, yo. That's my fault.
I wanted to make sure I had the ideal lineup, but I overthought it for just a second too much, and I made a move that was rash. I looked at DK Metcalf. I saw Tyler Lockett for a split second, and I put him on the bench. I said, "Not again. You won't get me again." And he came through and he showed his behind.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna be real. That conversation you and me had before we played, that might be the only reason we won. Cause I almost made a decision too, but I was like, you know what? Nah, cause I just talked crazy to Joe. Let me rock with who I got out there and believe in myself. And then Tyreek Hill put up 6.
Yeah, I feel sorry for you with Tyreek Hill going forward too.
I don't. I ain't worried about it.
Cool, but okay. Okay.
I'm not worried about it for two reasons. Two reasons.
What's one?
One, I'm deep at receiver. You feel me?
Oh, so you gonna put Tyreek on the bench?
That leads me to my second point. You know what I just told you earlier? It's week 2 didn't pass. It's fleecing season. You feel me? It might be fleecing season. I go find me somebody that's. It's almost like hunting, really. I go find me somebody that's 0-2, ain't won a game, getting a little desperate early in the season. It's them fidgety ones, them ones that get scared after they lose 2 games. See, I'm 0-2 in a couple leagues. I ain't worried about it. I'll be alright. You gotta stand firm in your decisions. See where you can make adjustments, and if adjustments need to be made, then you make them. Like I'm 0-2 in one league, and adjustments need to be made. It ain't nothing to be confident about. My starting receivers was Michael Pittman, George Pickens, and Terry McLaurin. It's time to make a decision. It's time to make decisions, and so decisions were made. Now, the decisions that were made, I ended up getting Marvin Harrison Jr. and the second wide receiver from Seattle that just went crazy. Hey, and all I had to give up was the people that I don't believe in, but they do.
You got Jackson Smith and Jigba?
Yeah. I can't say his name.
in Jigaboo, right?
Yeah.
They did them dirty with that name.
Yeah, nah, they did. They definitely did. But yeah, I had to go fix that up real quick. I had to go fix that up. You feel me?
Feel ya.
So that's what it do.
It was quite the patch-up you did there, right?
Yeah. I'm about to see the package. It was a masterclass. I sent it to him. He said, "You know what? That looks fair." Oh, it do? Okay, man. It look fair?
Oh my goodness, is that what it looks like to you?
See, that's the problem. Buddy hit the group chat and said, "Yo, I need a running back." Oh, you do? I got those, buddy. I got those. We ain't worried about it. I ain't give up the number 1 running. I didn't. I gave that boy Derrick Henry. I gave that boy Derrick Henry.
That's not crazy. It might look crazy when the season is all said and done. Not gonna lie to you.
Think about the 2 receivers I just said.
No. I hear the receivers. I'm just talking about the running back.
I'm saying I gave him that, but I gave him Derrick. I didn't give him nothing. Not to mention, like I said, I'm good in that department. Derrick Henry not my best back.
Who's your other back?
I
Who's
got
the big
Kyron Williams.
And
hold on, you gonna make me pull it up, and you know I can't just do that.
I thought you knew it offhand. You ain't gotta pull it up.
I'm in 7 leagues. I don't know who I got anywhere. I got Kyron Williams. I got what's that boy name? Charbonnet. I got Charbonnet.
Oh, that's not far.
Whoa, why you say that?
Kimba back.
He was putting up points with him.
Is that his name, Kimba? I see
Kenneth Walker, and he didn't practice today.
The points he's putting up with him, one showstoppers, bud.
You let me finish here, boy. You let me finish.
you go ahead and finish it.
Cause you forgetting the part where I got other pieces too. I still got Alan Lazard. I can gaslight somebody in the. You feel me?
Oh, that's crazy. We're talking different now. We're talking different now.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got the roller coaster isn't over. Definitely not over. I got the Kansas City running back that just got elevated to number 1 because Pacheco got hurt.
You got Kareem Hunt, the other one.
Nah, the other one. And listen, he go crazy. Let him have a good game. I'm putting more gas on that light. And I'm gonna go get me a solid James Conner. I'm gonna go get me something. Job's not finished. Job's not done.
Job not finished. Job finished.
Job finished? No. And I got Austin Eckler. Come on now. I'm actively I'm actively waiting on somebody to respond. I'm giving them Terry McLaurin, George Pickens, and Charbonnet for DJ Moore and Jahmyr Gibbs. Like I'm working, bro. I'm working. Let me cook. I tell you how it is. Now that's a bad trade for them, but listen, when you 0-2, some people just get that itch. Ugh, I need to do something. And when they get that itch, I go to them with the ointment.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Know what I mean?
This guy right here.
Nah, I do good work. It's honest work. It ain't much. It ain't much, but it's honest work. And I'm honest in it being work. It's work. You feel me?
What's is there one more topic left or?
Nah, that's all the topics. I'm over here thinking to myself, was there anything I wanted to get at? I had another segment, but this show is just ghetto right now. So we didn't do this because I didn't do the show before the show started. I mean before the season started. So we're gonna do it now just so we can say that we did it. I need y'all bold predictions. Super Bowl, who's gonna be in it?
Oh, let's see. Green Bay and who else? Let me see.
That's interesting.
Maybe nah. It's weird. I don't. Usually there's a strong sense of who it's gonna be out the AFC.
Nah.
It'd be easy to just call out the Chiefs to repeat, but I don't know. I don't know who I see coming out of the AFC anymore.
Well, you got to pick one, bud. It's your turn.
Maybe a Houston team that figures something out. Green Bay and Houston.
That would be such an ugly Super Bowl to watch. I really hope that you're wrong.
That'd be a beautiful Super Bowl.
Stop it.
You stop it.
And if Houston play y'all in the Super Bowl, I mean, that's not going to happen, but let's just pretend it did. Houston is going to mollywop y'all. They going to thump y'all. What do you mean?
Stop it.
I'm so serious right now. It ain't got nothing to do with how I feel about Green Bay. Houston would thump y'all.
Stop it. You ain't seen the defense. You ain't watched no games. You ain't seen a film.
Listen, I got Jordan Love.
You got hurt Jordan Love right now. That's all you got. You're speaking from a place of pain.
I'm not speaking from a piece of I am not speaking from a place of pain. I'm telling you what I know. Like my daddy used to say, I'm telling you what I know.
What you know? Tell me what you know.
Y'all ain't got no Super Bowl team. I know that much.
Get out of here.
You think y'all got a Super? I'm not gonna do this with you, Joe.
We got depth everywhere you look. We got plenty of wide receiver talent. We got a different defensive scheme. We got a shot. That's what we got. We got a shot.
Y'all are a great wild card team.
We got a shot.
You got a shot at you got two of the possible.
I got two. Well, you can't play spades, so that's about 6 in your hand.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But if it's in my hand, but if it's in my hand, it ain't gonna win. So let's just keep it a bean. Let's just go ahead and keep it a bean. Double M, who you got for Super Bowl?
Detroit,
Rock City.
and the Steelers.
He said it with so much conviction. You know
what? Doubling my partner. I ain't got nothing to say.
You know what I really can't stand?
What's that?
That's mine too, but I don't have the Steelers winning. I have us having no business being in the Super Bowl making it. That's what I think will happen. And
That's crazy. We don't got a Super Bowl team, but y'all got a Super Bowl team? Y'all juggling quarterback?
Whoa. Our defense win us games. Like, we don't do that. don't do that.
I'm trying to tell you, we got a different defense.
Y'all don't have a Steelers defense. The Steelers defense is
no. I'm not saying we got a Steelers defense.
Then you don't got a Super Bowl team.
We got a different defense, but we also have the offense to back the defense.
No, you don't. I got Jordan Love. No, you don't.
Stop playing like he don't got a hurt knee right now. Stop it.
And it gonna keep hurting that knee.
It ain't gonna keep hurting.
Boy, you're not the best team in your division. I thought I was talking to Double M.
I seen that boy throwing football. That boy practicing.
Y'all,
his knee don't hurt that bad.
Y'all third at best in y'all division.
Now you're really bugging. Now you just trying to piss me off. That's
No.
how you doing.
No. I don't know if you're in the league I'm in, but I just got Sam Darnold off the waivers. Let me tell you something. Sam Darnold the next Geno?
No.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not, bro.
Man, you didn't see it.
2 games in, he call him Geno?
They just gobsmacked the 49ers. And we know y'all can't beat them.
49ers are beat up.
Bro, beat up or not. Y'all can, don't say y'all can beat them. You be lying out your mouth.
Every time we play the 49ers,
y'all lose.
They fully suited and booted and ready to kick our butt. We can beat this 49ers team.
Y'all ain't fully healed up and suited and booted right now.
You must not be watching this 49ers team.
I got Mason. I'm watching him. I'm watching him, man. Me and Double M, I'm right there. But you got the Steelers winning the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Don't do that.
Because of defense.
Come on, man.
All they got to do is hold Detroit to no more than 17.
You asking a lot. We got one
Not
touchdown
really.
on the year. And the touchdown was to a backup tight end. We got Arthur Smith as offensive coordinator. TJ Watt is gonna drag us like a bad child to the Super Bowl. And if it is the Lions, if it's the Lions, I know. If it's the kneecap biting Lions, dog, we gonna lose 12 to 35. That's just what it is.
They gonna bite your kneecaps off.
You got some kneecaps?
Ain't got nothing to spare. I just donated mine. I already donated mine.
Oh, that's tough. Gabe, who you got for Super Bowl? You got your Bears going to the Super Bowl?
I can call the AFC Championship game.
That ain't what I asked you, man.
I can't call a Super Bowl because I haven't seen how Los Angeles Chargers are going to play.
This is a prediction. We should have did this for the season started. It ain't got to be right, bro. Just come on. Why are you so difficult?
You asked me for my opinion, right?
On who going to the Super Bowl? That's what I need you to answer.
I'm telling you the answer.
Objection, relevance.
You asked the question.
Man, Gabe, I'm writing these down. Who is your Super Bowl pick?
Can I finish?
No. If you go, you can if you go answer my question directly. Find me 2 teams.
Again,
one in the AFC, one
AFC
in the
Championship. And the AFC Championship, surprisingly, it's going to be Los Angeles Chargers and Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, ooh.
And the reason why is because everybody is downplaying the Chargers as if they're going to have a subpar year. Chargers not finna have a subpar year. Chargers about to do what the 49ers did. Only the Chargers are going to do it with a great quarterback and subpar weapons around him and a run game. And they're slowly building up a really good defense. So when I see how the Chargers play the Chiefs, that will determine who I believe is going to the Super Bowl in representation of the AFC. Now, on the NFC, it's not going to be Detroit. It's going to be actually New Orleans. And they're going to end up being the third team to play a home Super Bowl game. So that's all I got. New Orleans representation and somebody from the AFC West. And I'll know once they play each other which one I'm taking. But I'm going to lean with the Kansas City Chiefs right now until I see how they handle Jim Harbaugh and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Wow. That's interesting.
Sounds like you want the Chiefs to repeat.
I'm going to be honest, I really don't.
Well, the Chargers ain't gonna beat the Chiefs, so that's what it's gonna be.
I really kind of beg to differ on that. Do you remember the 49ers team that Jim Harbaugh put together?
Gabe, I remember all of the 49ers teams in the past 6, 7 years.
All right. You know. Jim Harbaugh a different kind of coach. Old khaki pants, different boy. And they got the run game. They're going to keep having the run game. And you literally have a quarterback that can make a necessary throw on third down that needs to be made. So you literally have changed.
Y'all keep going. I'll be right back.
A generational quarterback. I ain't going to say generation, but a highly top 10 quarterback into a game manager. And people are going to forget that he's not a game manager. And he's going to have that one game where he's going to just light them up from throwing. And people going to go, huh? If I'm the Chiefs, I'm looking like, yeah, I want to block the run. I want to stop the run. But I'm not going to worry about that Justin Herbert can throw at that ball.
Gabe.
That game going to be closer than we think. When they first
Gabe,
play.
I got 2 things to tell you, man. I got 2 things to tell you. First thing is that this Chargers team that you're lauding and giving praise to has played the Panthers and the Raiders in week 1 and 2. I think you got an overinflated view of them because of who they dominate. But let me tell you something else. Here's the second. If these boys got to go up against the Steelers, Kansas City, and Denver in the next 3 weeks. So we going to see what Justin looked like under some real pressure, especially coming back from an injury where he got beat up because of a bad O-line. Justin really ain't had to show us nothing yet. They've been able to skate by with running the ball very well and only having to do a few limited throws. But he really going to have to show us what he made of once he starts going up against some real competition again, being their division rival. And, of course, the Steelers are one of the best pass rushes and secondaries in the league.
Well, he going to be under duress Sunday.
Whole game.
So you don't think that the Raiders was a good win by the Chargers?
No, I don't.
Wow.
The
So
Ravens,
you really
the Ravens,
The Raiders
so
are playing
Ravens
bad.
that suck. You really think the Raiders
No.
that bad?
Gabe, I
They're
didn't
not
say Ravens. I said Raiders.
No, I know what you said. But if you
Yeah.
say that you don't think that the Raiders are a good team, then that by extension plays into the Ravens.
I don't think the Ravens
Because
play
the Raiders
well,
beat
but I
the
don't
Ravens.
think the Raiders are a good team. 2 things can be true. The Raiders aren't a great team, but they played well when they played the Ravens, and the Ravens played bad. They force fed Devontae Adams finally and successfully did it. That's a key to success. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes for about 10 years.
I think we are not giving enough credit to the Los Angeles Chargers. And keep this in mind, they have a very favorable schedule aside from the AFC West, the other people. Because they didn't do anything last year.
I don't know, Gabe. I'm looking at the schedule right now. It ain't pretty. I named those teams that I named. The Chiefs, Steelers, Broncos. Broncos kind of light, but they got a heavy defense, so we gonna see with that. But then they got to play the Cardinals. They got to play the Saints. They got to play the Browns. Maybe they'll have it figured out in Week 9 when they play the Browns. Then you get a little break with Tennessee. Joe Burrow gonna have it figured out when they play the Bengals in Week 11.
I know what about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow ain't
play the Ravens
working. He gonna be injured by the time they play him.
I don't think so, Jay. I don't think so. I think he gonna have it clicking on all cylinders once they get to him. Because he almost beat the Chiefs while everything was going against him.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction. The Chargers gonna beat the Steelers.
That's not too bold. I mean, if the Steelers can't get no touchdowns out, then that's just how the game goes.
But you just said the West.
No, I'm telling you, the Steelers are a hard team to play because they gonna have him under duress the whole game. That's true. But if he get off one touchdown, maybe two, then the Steelers gonna have to actually score some touchdowns also, and that's kind of hard to do for them at the moment.
Not really, because they won Week 1 with field goals.
but
that's the point I was
saying. Y'all gonna need some touchdowns if you play well.
Nah, that's what I was saying.
I mean, he's gonna get better. They gonna get better because they haven't even opened up the playbook yet. You saw them deep passes to Pickens.
It was a couple nice passes.
If they quit shooting themselves in the foot with penalties.
But Gabe, you're not off the hook yet because not only after the Bengals, we still talking Ravens, we got the Falcons, we got the Chiefs again, and we got the Buccaneers. I mean, they schedule not too favorable, Gabe. There's a lot of names in here. Did you mute yourself again, Gabe?
I just let you finish. They gonna win a lot more games than people think.
I don't see a lot of W's in here.
First and foremost, with the Falcons, let's be realistic. The Eagles at the win. The Eagles are a team that everybody think the Eagles are something. The Eagles really ain't that. So I'm not really looking at their win like, oh, they just did something fantastic. Nah, they didn't. Next up, Eagles defense sucks.
The Falcons not crazy, but they beat them playing bad. What is it gonna look like when Kirk Cousins finally start really clicking with that offense?
Okay,
but they don't play them until week 13.
But that's the same point that I can say about Justin Herbert. What is going to happen? Like right now, we are looking. Right now, Justin Herbert is just a game manager. He is not being asked to thread the ball, make catches. Not make catches, but thread the ball so the receiver Palmer and Quinn, I forgot his last name, can catch. J.K. Dobbins is going to continue to bring people into the box. What's that make? That makes opportunities for Palmer and Quinn. And Justin Herbert, because of last year, people forget that he is a top quarterback. He just had horrible offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, which is the same thing that happened to the boy in Philadelphia. And he had a super subpar head coach.
All I'm telling you, Gabe, is that Justin Herbert is still throwing to them same no-name receivers he was throwing to last year that was dropping all them passes. And once he starts getting under some real duress and his line starts failing him again, it's going to go to shambles when he has to try to put that team on his back and air it out every play. They're not going to be able to rely on the run game because they're going to be getting into that backfield as soon as he snaps the ball.
He not
And
gonna
then
do that,
wide
man.
receivers, not them.
The boy Quentin better than people think. He just had a subpar year. That's why I was trying to get him on my team. The boy gonna have a better year. It's coming. Mark my words, it's coming.
But he ain't got no help, even if he is gonna have a better than subpar year. Who gonna help him?
Who? Which one? Quentin?
Yeah, who gonna
Joshua
take the
Palmer
pressure
gonna
off
be
him?
just fine.
Get out of here. Get out of here,
Joshua
Gabe.
Palmer gonna be just fine. It's gonna be a bunch of running back screens up and down that field with Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins, and eventually, after them cornerbacks keep running to them offensive linemen trying to tackle, they gonna air it out, catch them, and you gonna slowly start seeing that come together. But he's a run heavy offense. He's play defense and run. And that's what we're seeing from the Chargers.
Hey, fellas.
That's all fine and good. What's up, Double L?
Hey, I'm gonna have to get off because I'm getting tired. So, but now I enjoy being on with you guys. So
Appreciate you, my
I'll
guy.
be in there next week. Oh yeah. And you're wrong about the Steelers, Dave. They gonna win Sunday.
We shall see. We shall see.
Hey, if you do the trade with Trevor, holler at me because we can do Tank Dell.
For Quinn. Okay.
Yeah, but I need a running back.
Yeah, who you gonna want though? Ford or Kareem Hunt?
Kareem Hunt.
So that means you gonna try to get Ford. I can't give you J.K. Dobbins. That's the only good running back I really got that's putting up consistent.
I'll take Ford. I'll send you
Why don't you just take Ford for Quinn now?
I want Tank Dell.
Man, we will finish this. We will finish this when we finish it. Man, let's go ahead and put a wrap on this thing right here. Closing statements, Double M, before you go.
I just said I enjoy being on with y'all. Hopefully I can make it next week.
Awesome. Gabe?
10 minutes and count.
Okay. Joe?
Hey, we overstated it earlier, but hey, it's go Pack go all day. We lost the quarterback, still won the game. What's that about? Go Pack go.
And one day this will be better. Not incredible, not terrible, just relatable. I'm gonna holler at y'all